Hi friends, this is Deanna here today, and today we're going to be sewing the Ashville dress by Mood Fabrics. This is a free pattern that is so cute. I cannot wait to get started. I've got the cutest fabric ever. It's a little bit heavier than what the dress is intended for, but I think it's still gonna work. I'm hoping. You know how I am. I am a rebel when it comes to fabrics. We're gonna try it out. I'm so excited about this. If it turns out how I think it's gonna turn out, I'm going to love it. So let's get started. Let's get started. I've got my sleeves, my bodice front sides, and then the front center, and this is the front lower part, and I've got the back. Then I've got my two skirt pieces and my pockets over on the side. We're gonna start with the bodice first. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing to the outer and to the lining. So we're going to grab the center front piece here, and I'm not sure about the flower in the center, but I don't know, I also think that it could be really cute, like a pop. I don't know, we're just gonna go for it and see how it does. I did cut another one and the flower was kind of higher up here, but I was like, I don't like that as much, so we'll see. I've got my center and my side pieces. I'm gonna grab my top and I'm going to match up so that it lines up on the sides. And this is what's gonna give you those princess darts, because you're matching this to the side all the way down. And we're gonna do the same for the other side and for the lining. All right, I'm gonna go to my sewing machine and I'm gonna sew those up. And this is going to be my front bodice, and I want to kind of look at how it's looking here before I even put it together, and I think it's too big for me, so I may have to downsize. So you want that seam to be right along the apex, and it's kind of flying out to the sides, so that's a good thing. I'm going to go ahead and sew it and try that on first, and if it doesn't line up, you know that you need to size up a little bit so it fits you where it needs to fit. All right, friends, so I'm usually a size medium for the bodice and then a size large for the skirt. And I went with a size large because I was like, I don't want it to be too small. But as I went ahead and worked on the front and put it on over, I noticed that the darts were like hitting on the sides, not in the center, where the apex, where they should be hitting. So I went ahead and cut it a little bit smaller. Now I was a little bit worried because there's a huge difference between a size medium and a size large on this pattern. So I'm like, I don't want it to be too small. So I went ahead and cut it like somewhere in between a medium and a large. So we're gonna see how it goes. So this is the part that's the most important, is you want that princess seam, you want that seam at the front of the bodice to fit you correctly. If the back, because you're gonna have like a gathered effect in the back, you know, it'll stretch out a little bit. So, you know, that's important, but it's not as important. You can make it a little bit tighter. And actually, I may go ahead and do that a medium as well, because if I'm going by what the front looks like, the back will probably be the same way. So when I try this on, it should fit. That line right there should be right over the bust area. And again, I'm still seeing that it's a little bit not quite there. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go all the way down to a size medium. I was a little bit worried about it, but I want it to fit nicely, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just trim it down to a size medium and go ahead and sew those sides and do the same for the lining. All right, so we've got our front here is sewn, and now we're going to grab our front lower, and we're going to do the same with the liner. So we're going to do the same steps. So we're going to grab our front lower, and if you place it right over it, and then we're going to fold it right on top and sew it right sides together here at the bottom. And we're going to do that to the bodice lining as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to prep my sleeves by grabbing my sleeve sets and placing them right sides together on top of each other and sewing the sides. All right, just remember as you're sewing your bodices and everything, you're steaming those seams open, and put that bodice aside. We're gonna grab our sleeves and we're gonna turn them right side out. All right, I'm gonna go give them a little press on my iron, and then I'm going to put in a casing 3/8 of an inch away from the edge on both sides, because that's where I'm going to insert my elastic to have these kind of gather up a little bit. So I'm gonna do that for both. Steam them first and then do a 3/8 seam allowance, a little top stitching stitch to create a little tunnel where you're gonna insert your elastic. All right, once that is done, we're gonna grab some elastic and we're gonna cut it 4 to 5 inches smaller than our sleeve. And we're going to fit it right through that gap. Before it reaches the end, I'm gonna clip it because we're gonna stitch it down so it stays. Same on this side. All right, so now we're gonna grab our bodice front and we're going to grab our sleeve. And you can go ahead and, like I said, you can top stitch where that elastic's gonna go, or you could really just do like with pins and pin it, which is what I'm going to do if I can find my pins. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my sleeve, I'm gonna pin it right there at the top of the sleeve. And I know I have my clips there, so I'm just gonna move my clips down a little bit. One thing is you need to make sure that your elastic is gonna get cut and it's not like coming back on you. So you may wanna top stitch it down if your elastic's coming back. Mine is kind of sitting there nicely because it's nice and snug. I'm gonna do it for both sides. Then I'm gonna grab my lining and I'm gonna place it right sides together, right on top, and we're going to match up those top seams. When I go over this sleeve, I'm just gonna back up over it a little bit so I can make sure that that elastic gets encased in there. All right, now we're gonna grab our back and we're gonna place our bodice like they're right sides together, and we're gonna grab those sleeves and place them right over here at the top of the bodice as well. And we're gonna grab our back lining and place it right on top, and sew the top, just like we did the front bodice. Okay, now we're gonna understitch the bodice, and I really hope my sleeves are not too long. I feel like they might be a little long, but we're just gonna go with it, and hopefully it won't be too long. And if it is, then I'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the facing down, the lining, and we're going to put that we're going to grab our seam allowance towards the facing, and we're going to top stitch it down to understitch it. All right, now for the back, you could try shirring, but my fabric is too thick and I tried shirring and it did not work. But also another thing that they say to do, you could do casing of like little rows where you're going to insert straps of elastic. So I'm going to go ahead and that's what I'm going to do. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to do. All right, now for the back, you can do two different things. You can do some rows of shirring, which I love to do, but my fabric is too thick and the shirring just doesn't work for it. So I'm going to do lines, and I'm going to create casings where I'm going to insert some elastic. So I'm doing like, a few casings all the way down. Right, if you hear a lot of commotion in the background, my husband's watching golf, so enjoy that. All right, so the bad thing about this is that it does not say how long they want you to put the elastic. It just said pieces of elastic. Usually shirring, you do your sizing plus plus a half. So like whatever size you want plus half of that, right? So if that's what that is, so whatever size I want plus half of it. So we're just gonna, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this in half, and so plus half of that, right? And so we're gonna cut it this small, right? That makes sense, right? And then it'll shrink up to that, right? So this is how small I'm gonna cut my elastic, and we're just gonna hope that that works out. I do not like it when they don't give you clear instructions, so yeah. But if it's not tight enough, I can always tighten it more. We're just gonna have to go for it. And I'm just gonna cut as many strips as I did rows, and then I'm gonna insert them in through the rows that I created. I'm gonna try a couple and see how much it brings it in. It does look like it's crunching up a good amount, so I think I'm going to continue with that same size. All right, I'm going to continue to do this all, and then we're going to serge the edges to keep it all enclosed. And then I'm going to baste the front and back together and try it on to make sure that this is tight enough. All right, so I'm just going to sew over this elastic here to keep it from coming out. This is a great technique to use if you are, not comfortable shirring, but you want the look of it. This is a really good way to do that. Now I'm gonna place my back and front right sides together here at the edge and just baste it together. I wanna baste it together first because I wanna try it on and see what it looks like. And if it looks good, then I will sew it nicely. Alright, so I tried this on and it fits really nicely so far. Here's the back. So I can continue on with sewing the sides. Just go ahead and serge the sides together, and then we're going to move on to the skirt. Since I'm going to be sewing up the side of the bodice, I'm also going to go ahead and attach the sides of the skirts together. I am not going to be doing pockets on this dress, but there is a pattern piece for pockets if you wanted to do pockets. And pockets are actually really easy to do, so if you wanted to do that, you can go ahead and do the pockets. If you're not doing pockets, you would just go ahead and attach both sides, right sides together. And I'm going to be using my serger, my Baby Lock Accolade, which has a chain stitch, which what it does is it does a straight stitch and it serges the edges at the same time. So I'm going to be using that to sew the sides of the skirt. And if you don't have one of those, you can do a straight stitch, but then you also have to finish the edge of your skirt. The bodice, we didn't finish those edges because they're going to be encased, but any edge that's not encased into like a lining or something like that, you want to finish off so they don't unravel. So you would do a straight stitch on your sewing machine and then like a serge the edge, or do a zigzag stitch at the edge. I don't know if you can hear the rain, but it started to rain and I love it. I love the rain. Do you love the rain? Okay, at the same time, I'm gonna make sure that this is all lined up correctly, and I'm going to sew those seams. Let me show you what that chain stitch looks like. So here is the chain, and here's the serge edge. So there's a running stitch here, straight stitch, and then it serges the edge. It's kind of hard to see, but it secures that stitch really nicely. So now we're going to fit our bodice into our skirt. And I think my skirt is gonna be a whole lot bigger than my bodice, only because I made a large for my bodice, for my skirt. And like I said, I changed my mind to a medium on the bodice. So if it's too big, I may have to gather a little bit to fit. All right, so find the half by matching your sides and going to the front and then doing the same on the back. And then I'm gonna fit my bodice in, right sides together, and find and match those halves and sides, front and back, and the sides. Okay, so when I see that there is a lot right here, so you know what, I'm gonna go in and put in a long basting stitch on my skirt and gather my skirt to fit my bodice. It's really what I need to do. All right, so place my bodice there, and we're going to pull on those threads to gather my skirt to fit my bodice. And maybe I should have done 2 threads just because my fabric is a little bit doing okay so far. So okay, there's my front area gathered, and then let's gather the other side too. We want to gather it evenly so it's going to fit evenly. Okay, make sure those gathers are even. Oh, I let go of those front and back, just mark those again. I'm gonna match up the side seams and the front and the back, and then even out those gathers really nicely. And make sure you catch that lining when you're sewing this together. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and sew that around, and then we'll have to hem and we'll be done. Y'all, I tried on the dress and I'm obsessed. I can't wait to show you all. So we're just hemming, and I don't want to do a huge hem. I'm just going to do like 1/2 inch and then another 1/2 inch. You can try it on and hem it as much as you want. It's a little bit longer, but I love the length that it is, so I'm not doing a whole lot. You could just do, if you want to do like a serge edge and then fold it over 1/2 inch, you can do that as well. But I want to go ahead and do a fold over, and then I'm going to go over and top stitch it, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I think you're going to love it. And I think I'm going to have to make this pattern again in other fabrics because it is adorable.
I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. I loved how this dress turned out. The fabric was perfect for it. It was a little bit heavier weight than it was intended, but I think it turned out really beautiful. The cap sleeves are so cute. It was very true to size because I ended up making the size medium. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't, so you never miss any of my free tutorials, and I'll see you next time. Bye!